Penn State in the pesticide education program, and we're going to have a core topic now on pesticide spill management. Core topics deal with safety of using pesticides, and that's what we're going to talk about. Any of you have ever had a pesticide spill that you had to clean up? Any of you? Okay. Well, we're going to take a little bit of a different approach. We're going to talk about the best way to handle a spill is to be proactive versus reactive. And what I mean by that is proactive, well, let's back up. Reactive is it happens, now you have to deal with it. I want you to get in the mindset of being proactive, and that is be prepared for that spill. In other words, right now, do you have your spill kits and stuff that you would need in case you did have a spill? Now, I'm hoping that you never have to use it, but if you're going to be proactive, you're going to take the steps that you need to do before it actually happens. And you'll find your best managers are proactive versus reactive. So I want you to think about that. And so be prepared to handle spill before you even handle that pesticide. Okay? There's plenty of people out there waiting for you to make a mistake and say, you know, spill pesticide on the highway, and they're going to have the local TV station, the radio, the newspaper, everybody else out there say he shouldn't be using pesticides. He made a mistake, and he's going to ruin the environment. So you need to be prepared to handle that spill before it happens. We have a plan. What happens if a spill does occur? How are you going to deal with that? Okay? We're going to talk about that. Do you have a spill cleanup kit? Rather basic thing, but do you have one? Emergency phone numbers by each telephone and a pesticide storage area. Oftentimes it's close to a pesticide storage area that you had your spill. Maybe the can falls over in the storage room. Maybe you're mixing up by you have to accidentally spill it. But, you know, do you have the emergency phone numbers there in case that does happen? It's a good idea to have the pesticide company phone numbers. You should have a separate label book. So if you need a label, and you don't have to go to the container to get the label, you should have either a separate notebook or a file that have all your labels in there. You'll find in case of an emergency like a fire or anything like that, you're going to need those labels. You also should have your MSDS also somewhere else besides the pesticide storage. And your pesticide dealers will have these available to you. So make sure you can get those. The other thing is, your mixing area is probably where most of your spills are going to happen. So can you contain that area if you do have a spill? Is there a concrete pad under where you're mixing? Or is it just dirt floor, or dirt area that you're mixing? Can you contain that spill if it does mix? Or let's say your spray tank overflows. Now you have water and pesticide running everywhere. First aid procedures. There is a danger if you have a spill that you're going to get contaminated, and if it's a concentrate, you have the most dangerous form of that pesticide that you have to deal with. So make sure you're aware of the first aid procedures in case of a spill. Okay, let's go through these. A contingency plan. How do you prevent a spill? Well, obviously you need to think about that, make sure you're taking the steps to make sure that you're handling the pesticide in a safe manner. Who to contact in case there is a spill? If any of you have other people working for you and you have spills, I'm sure that you would want to know if a spill occurred. If you're the principal owner of that establishment, you're going to be legally responsible for that spill, so you need to know. How to contain the spill. Critical or sensitive areas. What we're talking about here is water sources mainly. Whether it's your well water, a local stream or river, the worst thing can happen is a pesticide gets in the water. Now you not only have PDA, the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture, involved, you probably have DEP, you probably have the Fish Commission involved, and you're probably going to have the local media sensitive areas are, and make sure you do not allow any pesticides into those water runnels or streams. You need to look at your plan. What happens if you do have a spill? You should have a plan how to deal with that. Spill cleanup kits. If you're transporting pesticides in your vehicles, there should be a spill kit in that vehicle or on the back of that truck. So if you're running pesticide out to the field, or maybe you went to the dealer to pick up pesticide, what happens if you're in an accident and there is a spill? Can you contain that spill? Do you have the spill kit with you? Obviously, in the pesticide storage area, that's where most of the pesticides are. If you have a spill, you want to make sure you can handle that spill in the storage area. And as I mentioned before, the mixing and loading area, tank overflows, your mixing product, are you prepared to handle that spill? Spill cleanup kits. What's in a kit? PPE is your personal protective equipment. These are things like gloves, boots, respirator, protective eyewear, disposable coveralls. If you have a pesticide spill, your first step is to make sure that you're protected before you try to clean up that spill. You need to have the PPE on that is required for that pesticide. You know, oftentimes if you grab a jug and it spills, you're not ready for that spill. So you better be having gloves and the other stuff that you need to clean up that spill. Typically we use a dry absorbent material. Kitty litter, highly absorbent materials are used to contain or soak up that pesticide. So you need that. After we clean up an area, we often will go in and what's called decontamination. And what we use there is lime, chlorine, bleach. We treat that area with one or the other. Never use both of them at the same time. You don't mix lime with bleach. You're going to get a reaction that's not too nice. But that's the way we decontaminate an area. So if you spill a pesticide, let's say with this concrete, use the kitty litter, soak it up, clean it up, get it all off there. But in that area where the pesticide was touching, you would need to either put lime or chlorine bleach. That kind of decontaminates that area. Obviously, a broom or scoop or shovel, you're going to need to pick up that contaminated material. You put the kitty litter down, now what are you going to do? Pick it up. You need something, a broom or scoop, to be able to get that out of there. You're going to need a container to put that material in. You're going to have to dispose of that contaminated material in a legal manner. So you're going to need a container. And oftentimes when you have a spill kit, if you buy a commercially available one, it'll come in a container that has all the ingredients right inside a container. As you use that, the sponges and the kitty litter and stuff, the container becomes your disposal kit. Now you can also make your own kits, but keep that in mind that your storage container that you have your spill kit becomes a great container to get rid of the waste material when you're done cleaning up. So it should be a nice container that you can get rid of when you need to, but it's also your storage container. A felt pen, you really should be writing on the container what the pesticide is, because after you've cleaned up your spill, you will need to get rid of that material. And weeks may go by, so I forget what the chemical was that I used. So you want to make sure you write that down right away. Perhaps it's a mixture. You have 2 or 3 pesticides in that container. In that spill kit, you should have a list of emergency numbers. Let's say you're out in the field or you're going down the highway and you have a spill. Do you have the emergency phone numbers? Or are they sitting back at your storage area right there on the walls? You should have that list in your spill kit so you can have those numbers available. The nice thing now with all the cell phones, there's no excuse not to be able to call somebody if you need help, but you still need the phone number. Have your emergency phone numbers posted so that whoever's there can find the phone number, can see them, and large enough, usually right outside your storage area. You should have those phone numbers listed. Like I said, in your spill kit, in your truck or your spray tanks, spray vehicles if you're traveling. The operator should have access to those phone numbers. Some of the phone numbers, keep in mind, Poison Control Center. They are available 24/7. Excellent resource if you run into emergency, have an overexposure, that type of thing. Obviously, the doctor, fireplace, ambulance. Fortunately, 911 has helped us be able to reach a lot of those emergency people. But even so, you should still have phone numbers who you can reach. Any of you have ever heard of the 3 C's of pesticide spills? Okay, we're going to talk about this. But the 3 C's basically is an easy way to remember what to do in a case of a spill. First thing you want to do is act quickly. The first C is control. Simple example would be, I have a 2.5 gallon jug of liquid pesticide and I take the lid off and somehow I knock it over and it spill. Well, control would be I pick up the container and make it upright again. I'm controlling the spill. Another example would be, let's say that on my boom sprayer, one of the hose breaks. Now I got spray material shooting every which way. Well, my first step would be to stop that sprayer from shooting every which way. So control is the first C when you do have a spill. And it's real important to try to control that as quickly as possible. Now, number 2 up there, protect yourself against pesticide contamination. You need to act quickly, but you need to have your personal protective equipment on. Let's say that hose did break and you were just getting ready to go out and spray. Well, you don't have your gloves on, or maybe you don't even have long sleeves on. Whatever's required on that label, you need to get back, put on yourself before you go handle that spill. Now, granted, you can turn the valve off and stop it from shooting your way, but when you go in to clean up that spill, you better have your personal protective equipment on. That information on the label is there for a reason. It is to protect you, whether you're making the application or cleaning up or disposal or whatever. Read that label and understand that personal protective equipment that's required for that product. Obviously, the third point there, if you do have pesticides spilled onto a person, you need to get that person removed and contaminated clothing. Most of your exposure to pesticide occurs through the skin. That's the most exposed part of your body to the pesticide, and that's where we see most overexposures occur. It's going to be through your skin. So you can imagine if you have pesticides spilled on your clothing, and it's against your skin, you're just allowing that pesticide to soak right through the clothing, right onto your skin, and you can get an overexposure that way pretty quickly. So if you do have pesticides spilled onto a person, you need to get that contaminated clothing off, wash with soap and water, and get that person decontaminated. Obviously, if your spill was inside, let's say you're in your storage area, like a room like this, you spill, make sure you have ventilation by opening the doors and windows. You don't want to be breathing the fumes from that pesticide. You need adequate ventilation in case of an indoor spill. A lot of these are common sense, but again, we see in cases where people don't use their common sense. But if you have a spill, obviously keep bystanders and animals away from the spill. It's just as dangerous for them as it is for you. And in some cases, they may actually spread the spill, not knowing what's going on. Control the spill, eliminate the source of the spill if possible. The second step in those 3 C's, I said the 3 C's of when a spill does happen, the second C is going to be contained. So contain the spill, prevent the spill from material from spreading even more. We talked about those sensitive areas, whether it's a water well or a stream. You need to contain the spill from getting into those areas. You never want to apply water to a spilled pesticide. what's their first instinct? What are they trained to do? They're trained to put water on the fire. In case of a pesticide burn disaster, you never want them to put water onto that fire. It may sound like that's either a good thing or bad thing, but you just don't want to do that because now, let's say you had 20 gallons of pesticide in there. Fire company comes in, wants to put water in there. Now you have thousands of gallons of water that's been contaminated with pesticide. So you should be talking to your local fire company, let them know where your pesticides are being stored. It should be posted that it's pesticides in there. In case that building ever catches on fire, they should realize there's hazardous materials in there, and it's probably best not to put water on that fire. It's better to let it burn, let the pesticides burn. And you may say, well, my insurance company's not going to like that. Actually, they do like that. We had this goes back a few years ago, when a pesticide dealer with a huge amount of product, building caught on fire, and the fire company came and they went to put water on there, and I guess the owner was there and he said, no, let it burn. And it actually took the state police to come in and tell the fire company, do not put water on that, let it burn. And the insurance company was quite happy because now there was, if you get into a cleanup with thousands of gallons of water and it gets into the soil or stream where you're probably looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars of cleanup versus letting it burn where there's virtually very little cleanup required. So the insurance company likes the idea of letting it burn. From an environmental stewardship point of view, it's best to let it burn. So the main thing is, if you have a small spill, don't go say, well, I'm just going to wash it down, let this run away, or maybe you're close to a storm drain. No, don't do that. Do not put water on that. Get it contained, get it cleaned up, and get rid of it in a proper manner. Do not make the problem worse than it already is. And that's also true, even if it's just a small amount. So, well, it's only, wasn't even a gallon. What's the big deal? Well, it is a big deal if you don't handle it. Okay, if the spill's in a public area, like on a highway, you need to call the local police. It's just best to make sure it's being handled the right way. Being cleaning up the spill as soon as the bill is under control. Decontaminate the contaminated area and decontaminate all the equipment used in the cleanup. So, if you have boots on and stuff, and you're just walking through this spill, make sure those get clean. Water clothing as soon as possible. And then finally, when you go back and reevaluate the pesticide management procedures. Why did this happen? What can I do to prevent that from happening in the future? Okay, we'll talk about the 3 C's. Control, contain, and the last one is clean up. This is where you use your kitty litter, soak in all the pesticide, pick it up, put it in your disposal container, and then you decontaminate those areas for cleanup. And like I said, keep in mind the clothing you're wearing, that can be all cleaned up. Okay, questions on handling pesticide spills. In recap, like I said, I want you to think about pesticide spills before they happen. Okay? You should have a plan in mind. Your workers should understand what to do in case of a pesticide spill. They know how to handle it. They have the phone numbers of people they need to contact. They have their spill kits. They're ready to get later. Like I said, I would hope that you would never need that spill kit, but you should have it ready to go